Oh dear. Hey you guys. Just gonna wait for some to pop on. Ugh. Get ready to do Monday Funday today. Hey up, Miss Leo. What's up? Hey, I can't even read today. Hey, Pia, cute fashion. Hello. Hey, Mary. Hey, Jane. How's you guys doing? Let me know. Let me know. Hey up, Marcus. Hey, Christy. Oh, let me know how you guys are doing. I want to know. How you holding up with these bleeding full moon energies? Not gonna lie, I'm real fucking emotional right now. Seriously. Oh, good God. I've got to get a grip. Hey, my wonderful moderator, Somewhere in Time Tarot's here. Hey, girl. Hey, Christina. Marcus, trip in 4 days. Yes. Oh, Alipi's, she's doing better. Good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, say hi. Everyone say hi to Somewhere in Time Tarot. My chat board. Hey, Alex. How's it going, babe? Christina, love your hair. You were blonde last time I saw you. Girl, how long has it been since you've been on a Monday Funday? Seriously? I've been dark now for about 4, maybe 5 months. Serious? Trying harder. Hello. Hey, yeah, Miss Leo's doing good. Oh, I do forgive you, Christine. I forgive everyone. You're here now, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Hey, Sam. Oh, things are good with you, Alex. It's yeah, like I say, I'm just literally like, do you know? I shouldn't even be saying this. I'm trying. What? Fuck it. I talk about this shit with you guys anyway. We're all adults. It couldn't have come on this full moon couldn't have come on the worst fucking week of the month. Seriously. I'm dying here, you guys. Seriously. Hey, Lady Aruna. Oh, seriously, the emotions have been running fucking high. I need to get a grip. I thought I'd take my mind off it with some spiritual news. Something a bit different, you guys. So I thought, how can we come into the chat with this? So what I thought is I would bring you some weird and wonderful spiritual-ish. Some are spiritual, some are not, news. But I'd say weird and wonderful anyway, nonetheless. Marcus has been feeling weird, ain't we all, babe? So let me get my little pad up. Let me move it to the other side so I can still see chat. Yeah, it's good there. Right then. Let me just scroll to the top of this. See, I took notes. I'm prepared. I took notes on this. Listen, I've had to do anything I can to take my fucking mind off these energies. Driving me fucking batshit crazy. Oh, Somewhere in Time Tarot. I hear you, Kate. Oh my God, and I'm a Leo. How with the eclipse? Thanks, it's the last one. Well, it's actually not going to come around for another 18 years, but that's in my weird and wonderful news. We've got to save that for the news. So, hey, Sandy. Right. This is, hang on. I'm just totally going to take the piss here, you guys. So, this is Kaylovestarot's Smoking Hot news. Literally, because I'm going to have a fag while I do this. Right. In the news topics for this week, this Monday Funday, I bring to you, okay, from ScienceDaily.com. You guys can go check this out. There is an actual article that I read earlier on that's actually really, really interesting. It says, mindfulness is the key to tinnitus relief. Oh, so you know tinnitus, where you get that ringing in your ears and it could drive you crazy and everybody can fucking get it at one stage or another in their life, right? So, yes, mindfulness is the key to tinnitus relief. Research reveals. there's no real sort of proper treatment for tinnitus other than that MBCT, which don't even know what that stands for. Maybe you guys know what that stands for, but there's a doctor who comes from, her name's Dr. Liz Marks, and she comes from the Department of Psychology, Uni of Bath, which is actually just a few miles down the road from where I live. She found that relaxation therapy, mindfulness therapy, to be just as effective as any mainstream treatments for tinnitus. How interesting is that, you guys? So that's the first part of Kaylovestarot's news. Shall we move on, or do you guys want to discuss that? It's news topic, weird and wonderful stuff that we can discuss. And you've all gone quiet, so I'll move on. Moving on quickly. So, trying harder, it can be a sign of ascension. I thought that, I did. But I thought, you know what? I know I got a little bit, and I didn't really put two and two together, but I did wonder. Yeah, Jane Kavanagh, she's obviously never had tinnitus. I have had tinnitus. I had it a few times, actually. It's not nice. Especially when I used to DJ a hell of a lot, and I come back after the gigs, and I get in bed, and because I'm literally stood next to the speakers and they're up full whack, it was just, I couldn't sleep. It was just constant ringing. And, there's not a great deal you can do, really, is there? Sam, just want to say a heartfelt thank you so much for advice on that shit Aquarius man I was in love with, asking me to help him to clear his debt. Do you know what, Sam? I thought I recognised your name. I'm really glad you took my advice there. Like I said in that comment, babe, you should not have to buy love. And any man, or should I say that any person who says that you don't love them if you don't clear their debts are a manipulative cunt. I'm glad you got rid, babe. You're so much better with that. So yeah, Marcus, I wish my job had a dedicated quiet room. Yeah, bathroom will do. All right, yeah. Christina, yeah. It should be a requirement for all jobs. Whatever, yeah. Or, earmuffs or something. Hey up, Marcy. I meet someone, he's a Sag. Will it work? Well, I might take a look for you in a bit. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the actual Monday Funday readings just yet. I'm just going to get through the news section. So shall we move on? Right. Bit of useful info about tinnitus there. So, now, considering it is a super blood wolf moon across today and tomorrow, it was actually able to be seen at 5:15 this morning from the UK, but we should probably still be able to see it at some point tonight. I will take a look in a moment at the window if I can see it, because I'm sure when I checked earlier it was cloudy. But there is some news on this super blood wolf moon. Conspiracy theorists claiming that this super blood wolf moon could bring about the end of the world. It's an apocalypse, they're saying. It's for one, there's a lot of information in the Bible about something to do with this, but I really do think they're putting one and one together and getting five. Don't get me wrong, this super blood wolf moon, it's rare. You ain't going to see anything like this for another 18 years, like I said before. But as rare as fascinating as it is, some have speculated it to be a sign of the apocalypse. Again, it's up for debate, really, because I actually posted a video on this full moon on my channel, outlining a little bit of this. And it's sort of... I do genuinely believe that when you get rare occurrences like this, it does bring about an ending of some sort. But for one, I believe that it's personal endings, So, like for me, I mean, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier on, and, I think that the energies of this moon are sort of teaching me personally about not making mistakes, silly mistakes and stuff like that, what I mean? And I kind of feel like, shit that went down my car, and it was a build up towards this, like, oh shit, I could make a silly mistake this week, and it's about ending bad habits and stuff for a lot of people. But I also do believe that whatever ending this moon does bring about on a more global scale, it's not an apocalypse. It might be the end of days, but not the end of days for humankind. I reckon it's just the end of days as we know it. In other words, the earth is changing, and I've been saying this for some time. You know, fair enough, there's no smoke without fire when it comes to this stuff. An apocalypse, yeah, that's dramatic. That's way too far-fetched. What I do believe is there has been a hell of a lot of seismic activity going on around the planet, all up and down the ring of fire and those tectonic plates. They've been very, very active, and we've been seeing, you know, magnitudes in such a small space of time that probably we haven't seen for over 1,000 years in the way that it's happening now. So I definitely do believe that the earth is changing, but again, I feel like that's just a natural occurrence, and whatever changes do happen, it's not like it's going to wipe out humanity. If anything, I truly believe that it's just a bit of a reset and a rejuvenation for the planet. So I really don't think it'd be anything for anyone to be afraid of. Right, moving on. Now, there were some radio signals from space. It's speculated it could be aliens, you guys. This is weird, isn't it? 1.5 billion light years away. Yeah. Fast radio bursts, FRBs, are only a millisecond long and were first detected accidentally in 2007 when a burst signal was spotted in radio astronomy data. There's a Canadian-led team of astronomers on the hunt for these FRBs, these fast radio bursts, last summer, and it detected 13 of the flashing using a new type of radio telescope. It's called the Canadian Hydrogen Intensifying Mapping Experiment, CHIME for short. So yeah, there was a lot of speculation. I've read this article. There was a lot of speculation about it, and obviously this isn't the only sort of team that's caught wing of radio signals from outer space, you know. And there is speculation as to what they could be. Comets from far afield, you know, sort of knocking a bit of a radio signal that the Earth's already transmitted out, maybe bouncing it back to the Earth. There has been that speculated as well, but me being weird and wonderful, I totally believe in aliens. So anyway, you guys, moving on, last but not least. Now, I wouldn't have said this wasn't weird and wonderful had it not been for the sheer backlash this has had. And this came out this week. Excuse me. Now, it occurred, before I get into this, because I know what you guys are like, and I do bang on a little bit about politics sometimes, and this really isn't a politics channel, but this story that's come about, it was just too big not to throw a comment on. So, and I promise this is the last one, then we'll throw some cards. Right, so as I'm sure some of you guys have heard about this group of boys from the Catholic school in the US. They were protesting at the March for Life. They were wearing MAGA hats and they were chanting, "Build the wall." Well, a video came out of these boys, and I guess you could class this as weird, a bit weird, really, because a video came about of these boys, and they were standing their ground, you know, facing a crowd of leftists, you know, chanting, "Build the wall, build the wall," and they were wearing these MAGA hats. And out of nowhere, this Native American sort of came out, and he stood in front of this boy, and this boy, you know, he goes to a Catholic school, so it can't be any older than like 16, you know, 16, 17 maybe. And he stood, you know, he weren't moving, and this Native American approached him, and what it looked like on the camera was that the boys were intimidating the Native American. However, had it not been for another camera that saw the Native American approach the boys, this may have looked really bad on the Catholic school that they go to. And that's the problem with it. Within a day, literally by this morning, all mainstream media had to backpedal this to shit. I swear to God. You go on Twitter, you're literally seeing every mainstream media outlet proper backpedaling on this. And the problem with this was another video emerged of the Native American And you can check this out on Twitter. You know, a lot of people have shared it. It wouldn't be hard to come across. And this Native American is trying to say that he was very fearful that the boys were going to attack him. But if you watch the first video, it didn't quite look that way, did it? I don't know. I mean, if I was going to approach a group that I weren't agreeing with, you know, for a confrontation or anything like that, and I thought for 1 second they were going to beat the shit out of me, I would not fucking stand there banging a fucking drum in their face. I'm not being funny. You know, fair enough, all for Native Americans, and I do think they're wonderful spiritual people, and I'm not about to tar them all with the same brush just because of one stupid fucking guy and another stupid fucking leftist with a stupid fucking camera that made it look like something it wasn't. So, you know, like I say, I always try and tell people I'm neither left nor right. I'm very central, I'm very neutral, and people can think what they want of me. I look at the facts, I deal with facts, not feelings. People come to me with feelings, I'm literally like, no, come at me with facts. I don't want to hear about anything about feelings. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, the facts of the matter is he was caught approaching these boys. These boys were not caught approaching him. And he was also caught lying. He was caught lying. They actually did nothing except wear MAGA hats and chant for the wall to be built. You know, and this Native American is actually yet to clarify his telling version of events. So until we hear, I suppose, the truth out of this Native American's mouth, it's going to maybe have a little bit of a blank exit for this thing. But I don't know. I always say video evidence proves everything, doesn't it? Because even when I first saw the first video and I thought, oh my God, them boys, why can't they just back away? He's a Native American. But then when you see the second video and it's like, I'm the fucking bat, he approached them. So seriously, it's never what you think it is. Seriously, mainstream media will fucking lap that shit up. Keep telling you guys, do your own research on this shit. If you see something in mainstream media and it's constantly being repeated and you're hearing the same damn story 20,000 times, look for the one that stands out. It's more than likely going to be the truth. Anyway, you guys, that is enough of Kaylovestarot's newsbeat. That's my weird and wonderful newsbeat. I'm going to read some of your comments because obviously while I was sort of getting that out there, I didn't really sort of get to see some of your comments. Marcus saying it's cold in the south. Been raining a lot. Oh dear. Yeah. Alex, good to hear. Hello, Leslie. Blessings to you, darling. Somewhere in Time Terror. Yes, the false media again. Just BuzzFeed the other day too. It was BuzzFeed, actually. No, was it BuzzFeed? Yeah, I think it was BuzzFeed. Oh no, BuzzFeed were the culprits who did the yeah, that was what it was, wasn't it? Adam Schiff leaked a wrap-up smear to BuzzFeed, and it was him. Everybody knows who it was. It was him. He leaked a wrap-up smear to BuzzFeed, and basically what a wrap-up smear is, this all came out on Twitter as well, and it's all in the news too. So what a wrap-up smear is, you guys, is basically from the Democrats' point of view, he basically made something up, you know, or speculated something that wasn't necessarily true, and leaked it to the press report on it, and then they can then smear the victim of that news from what they've read or seen in the news, you know what I mean? But it actually comes from them. It's what they call a wrap-up smear. Nancy Pelosi actually explained it really fucking well. A video got leaked out of her actually admitting that she does this. Seriously, you guys, shit's going down like I told you it would. Been telling you for how long? So yeah, do some research, you guys. I like planting seeds. That's all I like to do. You guys can make up your own mind. Cheers. So yes, he leaked the story to BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed printed it. He then took to Twitter to bash President Trump because of the story that he leaked with no evidence. And everybody who thinks that Mueller is investigating Trump and very against Trump actually came out in defense of Trump and said, actually, no, that story is not true. Because this information would be in my investigation if it was. See what I mean? See what I mean? Made Adam Schiff look a right twat, which is what he is anyway. Like I said, it's just my opinion. I don't like his energy. I'm not all too keen on Pence's energy either, you guys. I'm just going to say it out now. I do. I watch and I listen and I just sit back and pay attention. I'm not all too keen on Pence's energy. I don't know. There's just something dodgy there. I'm just going to say it. Anyway, you guys, let me get started then. If you guys just, I'm not doing too many tonight. Actually, before I start, I've got an announcement to make. Let me give these cards a good shuffle. I've been doing personal readings all day. So, right. I have got a newbie to YouTube, to the YouTube tarot community to introduce to you guys. She is a lovely, lovely lady, and I've spoken to her a few times. And if I just get my phone, I'll be able to give you guys some information. Just bear with me for 1 second. Anybody think I'd actually have my phone attached to my hip? What I rarely do these days. But yeah, I'd really, really, really appreciate it if you guys could check this lady out. Let's go to Gmail. Her YouTube name is Angelic Reiki Silver and Gold. And can get up the message. So unprepared. So basically, a little bit about her. Her name's Georgia. She's just started this channel, and she specializes in angelic spiritual readings. She is very in touch with angels, you guys, and I can tell you straight up now, she's very gifted, and she's actually put up her first 12 videos for the zodiac for the end of January. So if you want some angelic spiritual messages, it's definitely worth checking out this lady. She's also an angelic Reiki practitioner and Reiki master since 2016-2017. She's got clairaudience, obviously, to be able to be in contact with her angels and guides. She's done psychic art as well since 2011. You guys, that's impressive. Intuitive spirit messages since childhood. It calmed down for a while and then it took off again in 2002. So, you guys, I'd definitely say this lady's very, very gifted. She's definitely got something going for her here. And I think it'd be wonderful for some of you to check out this lady. So, Angelic Reiki, Silver and Gold. That's the name of the channel. Go check it out. You got nothing to lose by just looking. So, onwards. You guys that want freebie today, I'm probably only going to be able to fit about 6 of you in. So, if you just pop up with your sun sign and a quick question or tell me to roll with it, I'm literally going to start picking at random. If I don't get to pick someone or I don't get to read for you, apologies, but my time is pretty limited at the moment. So, and I'm also lacking in energy tonight. I'm not even going to lie. Due to the fucking obvious full moon on the worst time, the worst week of the fucking month. Jeez. Oh, you guys. KK needs to get a grip. Really do. Right then. Pop up, you guys. I need your sun sign. Quick question or tell me to roll with it. Pop up, pop up. Oh, dear. Sam Rayner, Sam, I think I am going to throw you a couple of cards, Sam, because I do think you could do with some encouragement. Because obviously this dealio with this guy and what he did to you, for a start, I'd like to, if you don't mind me pointing out the obvious, I mean, how low does, and I don't mean this in a bitchy way, and I hope you don't take it that way. I've been sounding all fucking fuddy-duddy just lately. But how low does your self-confidence have to be to even entertain someone like that? It does beg that question. I would love to give you some incentive to actually get you feeling better about yourself more than anything. All right, Libra, Sam Rainer, Libra. Well, Marcus, she, we spoke about it earlier, so I'm assuming she doesn't mind me mentioning it. She left a comment on my Libra video, and she's had to get rid of somebody who was telling her that she couldn't love him if she wouldn't pay his debts for him. He's a using gold digger, piece of shit. Sam, can I get this lady some advice? Some confidence, maybe. I lost my dad last year, and he came in all nice and helped me through my grief for my dad. Such a shame. It's such a shame. But unfortunately, do you know, I always say the worst time to meet anybody is when you're in grief. And if you put two and two together, and this sounds awful, but there genuinely are evil people in the world that do this, will prey on someone who's grieving because they know not long after a death there's an inheritance. And it's not nice. It's not. And it's awful. But unfortunately, we have to be realistic about this kind of stuff. That's where naivety should never play a part in grief. That door should just be closed completely. Right. You should never entertain anyone in grief because you're too vulnerable yourself. I will give you one thing though, my darling. Your intuition now is so much better than what it was. Absolutely. You will get over this. You will. It's a fresh wound right now, but you're going to get over it. It's about you feeling better about yourself. Getting back to being you before that. To a stage where you're not as naive, you're not as vulnerable. Maybe naive is the wrong word to use. Maybe it's just vulnerability because of everything that you've been through. So here I've got you cutting him off. And I've got you throwing a hell of a lot of hard work and effort back into yourself, which is exactly what you need to be doing. Because I can see here the 9 of Cups that you're extremely emotionally drained right now, and that is absolutely natural. But your intuition is something that is picking up on, and that is a good thing. To be able to have better intuition, to be able to rely better on your intuition helps you make better choices moving forward, especially in love. Because all I've got you being met with is a childish, pathetic dickhead. And yeah, this is a fresh wound. This isn't something that's going to go away that easily, but it will go away. The death card is here with that 3 of Swords to say this heartbreak, this heartache that you're feeling, this emptiness, it will heal with time. It will. And I also think heartbreak coinciding with the loss of your father, that's a fresh wound as well. It could make the healing process lag on a little bit longer than you expect it to. But at the same time, you will get over this. And he called again today. Tell that motherfucker we're done. No, we're done. I promise you now, Sam, whenever I see the death card, it's got to end. Spirit's had enough of seeing you being taken for a twat. I'm just going to say it. And that's what he did. Yeah, good. I'm so pleased you blocked him because that's what's got to end. We've got childish, silly behaviour. We've got you swinging your sword down. We're fucking done. That's your energy, darling. We're done with this fucking shit. We're done. You are the Queen of Swords in the reverse right now. And that she does not take no bullshit from anyone. And if she so much as suspects somebody's fucking lying to her or taking her for a twat, that sword swinging down the neck, you're done with this. I don't even know why I'm convincing you. You're done. You know you're done. What you need convincing of is that you're worth so much more than this. So I've got the attraction card, and it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. The sooner you can get to loving yourself, to feeling comfortable, to feeling attractive and wanted again. I really do think this guy prayed at you at the worst possible time, you know, and that really is the time when you really should be saying no to and you kind of love advances. Do you know what I mean? We go a little bit crazy in grief as it is, and that added vulnerability, people can take the piss left, right, and centre, and it does happen. So right now, this is just about getting you back to being you, getting you back to feeling good about yourself again. Look, I've got getting to know each other. You will be getting to know someone new eventually, but I also feel this card is for you to get to know yourself. It does sound the card as you reveal yourself to each other, you bond deepens. I feel like your bond with yourself needs to deepen. Your bond with your own soul needs to deepen. Hey up, Tonks, babe, thank you. Yeah, and I really do feel like this is more about you getting back to basics and saying, do you know what? I've had a rough time. Now it's my time. Now's the time for you to do what you want. You've got a bit of free time, whether you think you have, begs to differ. You do. Spirit's telling me here, you do. Where you can start doing things you love. If you want to go somewhere, get a breath of fresh air in the countryside, you go do that. You want to travel, you go do that. If you want to go to the theatre and watch fucking opera or something, I don't know, you go do that. You go do what your little heart desires, because now's your time. And through doing something that you love, through enjoying this moment fully, you may meet someone you can get to know on a deeper level that ain't going to take the piss out of you. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I feel like that's your incentive to get out of this. Is that, okay, you've got to get out of this because we know there's better waiting for you. We can't give it you right now. You're too much of a mess. Now it's time to start really feeling good about yourself. So work on that, my darling. Work on that. You'll not go wrong. Right, and you guys, excuse me. As you guys know, I've had this cough and cold for weeks. Fed up. One moment. Back in that. Oh, it's doing fucking head in you guys. Ugh. Sick of it. Right, I'm done. Okay, sip of the coffee. Let's move on. No problem, Sam. Right then, next up. Pop up, you guys. Sun sign. Quick question or tell me to roll with it. Oh, dear. Marcus, I'm not reading for you today, darling, but Angela's just said, don't forget about the travel delay. I did say that in the last one for you, didn't I? She said that's still likely. If I didn't tell you in the last one, I'm telling you now. Right, let me see. Soulfully unique. Okay, Cancer, roll with it. Okay, stunning unique. Okay, Cancer. What message do you have for? Soulfully unique. Soulfully unique. Cancer. Messages for soulfully unique. Maybe, Marcus. At least if you know what's coming, you know to deal with it. Okay, soulfully unique. First up, we've got the World, followed by the Knight of Swords. The Three of Pentacles. The Hermit. One more for soulfully. The Two of Swords. Okay. Let me throw you. This isn't about love, is it? Let me throw you a spirit message with this one. Spirit message, soulfully unique, Cancer. Okay, I've got hope for you. I'll quickly read you the card before I go on. Oops, knocking my vice versa tower off the corner here. Your loved ones in the spirit world knowing to reach out is to see you're at a low point. Whether you're caught up in a difficult situation or struggling with someone specific in your life, there is always hope, they're saying. So, I've definitely got a journey coming to an end here, that it's come to an end. It's already come to an end. We just don't know which way to move from here. So, again, I'm pulling back to the fact that we've got this super full moon across tonight and tomorrow. And we have the moon in this card. Now, whenever moon's cards fall out in the tarot are on or around a full moon, you have to take it very literally and very seriously as well. There is something about this ending. Now, this could have been the end of a relationship, the end of a career, work, whatever it was, a friendship even, whatever it was. They're saying you're not quite seeing what you need to see in order to move forward. In other words, they're saying, we get it. You're trying to make better understanding of why something came to an end here, why a journey had to come to an end. You're charging forward with a new plan. I get that. I want to see what this new plan is. You're charging forward with something entirely new here, but you're running before you can walk, and that's the message here. Don't run before you can walk. Don't rush. Something's only just ended here. I can see that you're extremely hopeful for the next step in your personal journey, I suppose. But I feel like the Hermit's your advice, along with the Two of Swords. Take off the blindfold. You need to see what you're not seeing about why something ended before you move forward, so we don't end up with the same mistakes repeated. That's exactly what they're saying here, because the Three of Pentacles is all about learning lessons and mastering new skills. So the Hermit is that, let's take a step back, whoa Nelly, and let's the star in his lantern, it's the star in the tarot. It's all about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, desires. So it's funny we actually got the hope card along with this, and this is sort of to say, take a step back before you rush into something here that you're planning on doing, or you're going to be planning on doing. Figure out how you can do it first. So he's got the star in his lantern, he knows exactly what he's going to do with it. The reason why the Hermit's in place, because he has to take a step back to figure out how he's going to get it. And that's what the Hermit's about. So this really is a bit of a puzzle that I'm trying to piece together. So I'm going to clarify this just a little bit for you, my darling. So here out what this ending is. It's a journey. The World is the last card in the Major Arcana. It is a leg of your life that's coming to an end, something new beginning. We then go to the Fool and the Magician, which is the manifestation of something better to come. It's just you may be rushing off before fully manifesting a good plan here. Maybe that's the problem. So I've got the Queen of Swords. Someone's been cut out. I'm wondering if it's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be a Virgo. I've got air all over the shithole all over the place here. And like I said about the Queen of Swords in the rush, swings the sword down, she cuts people out. And it's somebody who's probably, to see the world here, this is someone who's been a part of your life for some time. Or it's a job that you've been at for a hell of a long time. You know, it's a person or a place or a thing that you've gone through that's had a lasting impact on your life. It's coming to an end. That's what that is. So, let me see. I would say it's, I'm looking at that long overdue, Marcus, and I know you're talking about yours, but I'm sort of looking at this reading. I'm thinking that's probably the right term to use here. This ending was long overdue. Soulfully unique. I have 51% air in my chart. Oh, wow. That is a lot of air. Seems like you're cutting something out here, my darling. You're walking away from something. I'd say in the next, if it ain't already happened, it's happening in the next 2 weeks. And it's not the decision to end it is not a snap decision. This is something that you should know is probably coming. It's always a parting of ways with something that's been a part of your life for some time. And with the World, there's no expectations. Now, if I saw the Tower and the Death card, I'd say, yeah, this is an extremely sudden end. You don't see this coming, but with the world, it's a journey. It's a gradual journey. So by the time it comes to an end, it's a gradual end. But Spirit's reminding you here it needs to happen because you've got bigger and better things to be moving on to. So I've clarified the Hermit and I've got the Page of Wands. So we've got a lack of creativity, creative passion, conversation, I suppose. I'm wondering if it's just, I suppose, on a more personal note, this could be a lack of an apology that's forcing you to move on and let go of someone here. I'm really more inclined to say a friend, maybe a work colleague even. No, what's at the bottom of the deck? Magician. What have I just said about the Magician? There's definitely something else. It's a person. It's a definite person who you've had a part of. Who's been in your life some time now, and I suppose whether it's not a relationship. It's definitely not a relationship. This looks more to me like a friendship. Whoever this person is, something's cracking off here where an apology needs to be issued and someone's just not giving it. And I just feel like it's just like, you know what, this has run its course. That's what this more feels like. This has just ran its course. I'm wondering if it's a friend who might be a Virgo or an air sign. But then again, I've got the Page of Wands, so it could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'll leave that there, my sweetheart, but take this message with you. I feel like when they're saying don't rush into something else, it's more about don't rub it in their face that you are okay them not being a part of your life. I just feel like that could hurt someone's feelings. Maybe that's what Spirit's trying to say here. Whatever ending you come in, take it in your stride. I feel like that really is the message. But be hopeful for the future. You're going good places here. And I definitely say whatever this journey was with the specific person, it ran its course and it's long overdue. So I'll leave that there. It probably makes sense over the coming week. Right then, moving on, you guys. So who's next? Let me see. No problem, Soulfully Unique. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna Ricky Miller, feeling like someone has brung something in home or has placed a spell or is practicing black magic. Can you please help give me some insight? Ricky Miller, I don't mess about with that kind of stuff, my sweetheart. I'm gonna have to respectfully decline that one. I'm of the light. I don't deal with black magic. I don't deal with spells or anything like that. If you feel like someone has done that to you, then it is definitely worth seeking out somebody who specializes in checking that stuff out better. As a free reading that won't last more than 2 minutes on my channel, no, I'm not prepared to do that. Right, moving on. I wish you all the best of luck, though, Ricky. I do. Right. Let me see. Jane Canavan. Any advice on the job front, Leo, please? Yeah, let's take a look for you. I'll do a couple more after Jane, and then I think I'm going to go because my nose is getting dead stuffy. Can you see how fucking puffy my face is? Honest to God, that's my sinuses, you guys, there. It looks proper. I look like I've got a right fat face, don't I? Sorry, drifting. Jane Canavan. Yeah, I'll look at your job front. You need to get one. Right, okay. Jane Canavan, Leo female. Let's take a look at job stuff. Incoming. Advice, guidance, anything you want Jane to know regarding job. Job only. Angela's laughing at me. I've got to cut the deck with this one. Okay, job front. We have got Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Jane, there's just not enough focus. That's what they're saying. That's exactly what the Queen is in the reverse, because when she's in the upright, she is 100% focused on that pentacle. In career spreads in the reverse, there's not enough focus. Got the Ace of Cups, so I do have a new offer coming in that you're going to love. But again, we need to readjust the focus. I've got Star in the reverse, so it's that notion of it's too good to be true. Even in the reverse, the Star is still very, very hopeful. This is a very good opportunity for you, but you need to be focused on this. I've got Strength in the reverse, so we have got a little bit, I want to say more, this is more bad habit in the past. Page of Swords in the reverse, great advice, let your guard down. A bit of vulnerability going on that you're going to have to sort out. So I've got a bit of a mixture here of what's going to happen and what you need to do. So I've got 6 of Wands, we've got recognition and attention as well. A need to pay attention. And I have got the World in the reverse. So there are definitely some bad habits that need to be laid to rest here moving forward. So let's throw Spirit message. Let's see. Jane Canavan, Leo, female. Okay, I've got receive. You definitely received an offer. I've got the receive card right there, along with the Ace of Cups. I've definitely got an offer coming through for you, darling, literally. But like I say, you know what Spirit's like. They'll say, all right, yeah, okay, we'll give you a really good incentive. Like, yeah, we'll give you a good prediction. This is coming in for you. But we're still going to tell you off because you've not been focused enough. You've rah, 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 and that's kind of what they want me to do here. Just giving you the heads up, Jane. Preaching to the fucking choir. I'm gonna have to light a fag for this one, just in case you tell me off. All right. So for a start, this focus issue, this is definitely not applying yourself, not enough, not motivated enough. That's you can't really put that any other way. There's just not enough motivation. And when you're going for interviews, in order to get the offer, you need to show that level of enthusiasm. That, you know, you are the only person in the entire world that can do that job that you are being interviewed for. Remember, eye contact is everything. That shows confidence. Somebody sits in front of me with their head to the floor. Yeah, you know, shrugging shoulders, and no, it's not going to work. Go away, you're not interested. And that's exactly what Spirit's saying here. You need to up the ante a little bit with this one. So remember, the Star in the reverse, you may feel like it's hopeless and an offer coming through is too good to be true. Someone sees faith in you because of an attitude adjustment. That's what they're basically saying. So if you, like, wherever there's an action, there's a reaction. Whatever vibes you give off to a potential employer, they will reciprocate that. And that's exactly what I'm seeing with the Ace of Cups. So the Strength card in the reverse, this is pessimistic. This is like weak, given into temptation. If it's too good to be true, shall I just not take it? Again, if somebody's putting themselves out to give you something here, then yeah, this is definitely worth you taking it. The little angel and devil thing you got going on in your shoulders at the minute, you need to flick that devil right fucking off. And you know what, that ain't just for this. You know, I mean more with that. But we'll not go into that. We're talking about your conscience. So again, it's about letting your guard down, not letting vulnerability get in the way. They do not want to see you vulnerable. They want to see you on a high horse. They want you to earn recognition. Because don't forget, and I say this to a lot of people, when you go for these interviews, they want to know that they can trust you, that they can respect you. And guess what? Trust and respect are earned, not given. And again, that's what they're looking for. And obviously the World in the reverse, there is, obviously it's just an indication to say all this stuff that we've just gone over needs wrapping up quickly so that you can move on to the next leg of your journey. It's a good indication to say, the next leg of your journey is coming, Jane. Exciting things are going to be happening. You know, you need to be ready to fucking receive it. That's what that's saying, darling. Anyway, good news for Jane. Knuckle down. Right then, pop up who's next. I'm okay, spot on. Lots of inner chattering. Got to step up. You definitely do. That conscious thing needs some work. Don't worry, we've all got it from time to time. Right, pop up then, you guys. Sun sign and a question. I'll tell me to roll with. Oh, I'm so puffy. Always am. Always fucking am. If it ain't a cold, it's something fucking out. So fed up. Fed up. Pop up then. Somewhere time telling Marcus, yes, so cold. We've got severe weather warning today. Where are you? Somewhere. Somewhere. Where are you? Somewhere. Right, let me see. Alexia Green. Yeah, I have a message to deliver to you, sweetheart. They're telling me. Can you just give me a sun sign? Alexia Green. There ain't no list, it's random. And when I say they, I mean my spirit guides, Thomas and Angela. Are you still watching, Alexia? Just going to wait, see if she is. Alex Dean, my chat stopped working. It's running a bit slow at the minute. I'm wondering if there's a bit of a lag on this, you guys. Sometimes it's worth refreshing your screen if you think that it's froze. Alexia, are you there? Alexia Green, you popped up early. I'd like to throw you a few cards if you're there. If not, I'm going to move on. Hey, Julie. I'm going to do a 10 countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm moving on. Right, next up, Stephanie Cummins, Capricorn Love. Okay, Stephanie, you're up. Stephanie. No problem. Did anyone see the eclipse? Well, here in the UK, it was powerful this morning about 5:15. But you know what? I'm not sure if you can actually see it out my window because it's really cloudy. And that's what I said on the comments earlier on. If it's really cloudy, we're not going to be able to see it from here. I must admit, though, I mean, let me get the camera and show you guys. Sorry, Stephanie, I'll do your cards in a moment, babe. Because I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's a red tint in the sky. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, sorry about my light there. Let me try and put it out that window. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a slight tint of red in the sky. It looks awful on this camera. It really does. But yeah, it's like ever so slightly red. But it's ever so cloudy and I can't see it, which is a shame. But I'll tell you something now, you guys, before it starts getting any later, because the moon tends to hit high in the sky here roughly about 10 o'clock, which is in half an hour. So my crystals are going on the window ledge. They need a fucking recharge, trust me, especially my smoky quartz. So yes, they're going on the window ledge in the moonlight. There we go. They need it. You got crystals, get them on your window ledges. Even if the moon's not out, the energy coming from that moon will still recharge them. Right. Excuse me. Right, Stephanie. So, Stephanie, let me see. You put earlier on what you are. Capricorn love, that were it. Capricorn love, Stephanie. Capricorn love for Stephanie. And while I think about this, just while I'm shuffling, if anyone is got anything they want to get rid of, character aspects, people, situations that you're struggling to get over, jot it down on a piece of paper, get out in your garden and burn them, you know, drop them in a little ashtray or something, or a little metal bucket and burn them. Light them up, burn them, burn your troubles away. It's literally what that is on a full moon. Right. Like I say, even if you can't see it, the energy's still there. Right, then Stephanie love, Capricorn. Okay, Stephanie, first up, Ace of Swords. New perspective, new ideas. Oh, two here. The Eight of Cups and the Emperor in the reverse. Stephanie, this could be something to do with, now don't forget, we are, look, the moon's in that card as well. I always, on these full moons, I take it so literally. I'm wondering if, for you, memories about abuse in the past are resurfacing for you at some point this week, if they haven't already. And with the Ace of Swords, there's some new perspective on this. Oh, you got three here. I've got the Five of Wands reversed, the Page of Pentacles, and the World. I'm wondering if it's a bit of a gesture coming through. The past can bounce back around for some people over this full moon period. So I've got the Flirt card. Just say extend light-hearted energy to others. I wonder if someone's trying to extend their light-hearted energy to you. And I've got Retreat. Right. Not sure which way around this is. If they get in touch with you, or if you are thinking about getting in touch with them. Or if this is just something that's stuck in your brain and you're just trying to make better sense of a situation here. So the Emperor in the reverse, it represents an abuse of power. It also represents mental abuse, sometimes physical abuse. It's very manipulative, you know, it's a bit for gaslighting kind of energy, you know, projection kind of energy, you know, them doing something bad and making you feel awful for it. And like I say, whether this is from your past or whether this has just recently happened, it's seems like the full moon's bringing that energy up for you at this time. I won't get in contact with him now. Well, that's good. That is good. Yes, I was wondering if the past will come back. Well, it might. Because the Page of Pentacles for me is always a bit of a gesture coming through. And the Ace of Swords is a sign of new communication as well. But it's also a new perspective on the situation. It's almost like you've been thinking about, wondering about somebody coming back. It's going to bring up all kinds of memories for you. And it's not the nicest, I will say that. The Emperor in the reverse is not the nicest of memories. And maybe you're sort of wondering, why? And did you really do anything wrong? And was any of this really your fault? Did you not deserve them? You know, and a lot of this shit's going to probably come up. And it's sort of like, Spirit saying retreat. You're going to have to try and mentally block some of this out. You know what I mean? Because we're not fighting shit here. You're not putting up a fight for anyone here, okay, other than yourself. And, you know, the world here, this is your new journey. You have changed perspective. So this has already happened then. I like it's saying, all right, someone may get in touch. That Page of Pentacles sure looks like someone may get in touch with a gesture of some sort. And I do feel like it's just their way of trying to extend light-hearted energy to you. But you're in the right mindset. I feel like that's the message here, Stephanie. Spirit's saying to you, you're in the right mindset retreating from this. You don't have to answer this. Whatever this is, you don't have to answer this at all because you go in better places. You don't need to go back to this. Seems like a recurring theme for tonight, doesn't it? I always notice a theme in the readings. And tonight, it's all about not going back to your past, but it makes perfect sense because the moon will always bring up shit from your past. you know, I was sat on my fucking sofa earlier on, having a quick coffee in between readings. And I mean, this were out of nowhere. And I mean out of nowhere. But, you know, an ex from like 10 years ago flashed in my brain, and I all of a sudden thought, oh, I wonder how he's doing. And then I thought, fuck me, I hadn't thought of that bastard in years. You know what I mean? And it's shit like that that's going on at the minute. And it's like, oh my God, no, scared myself. It does happen around. It does happen over these full moons, especially super moons. And this one's like, you know, real intense. Everything's coming to the forefront. Like I say, you're better off going where you're going and not backtracking on this at all. I would not backtrack on this at all, because if shown in the Emperor as it was then, it's still shown in the Emperor as it is now. It's that energy is still there. He's definitely still a bit of a dick. So I'll leave that there, my darling. But yeah, if you know, if it's bothering you that these thoughts are resurfacing, don't be bothered. It genuinely is the energy of the moon. Some people just need to hear that. Right, I'm going to do one more. You guys pop up. Right. One more pop up. Let me see. Oh, hey, Triple Gemini. You're right, babe. What? 80 degrees here in Arizona. Just rub it in, why don't you? I think half of these in America are like, you know, freezing the tits off and shit. And it's like, you know, we're minus, I think, I spoke to Starlord Tarot last night, and she said where she is in Canada, it's like minus 24, I think she said, Celsius. And I was like, bloody hell, it's only about -1, -2 here. And I'm sat here fucking rigid. I'm kidding, Trent. Seriously. Oh, so pleased for you. You get all the sunshine. But yeah, I'm just feeling sorry for myself in here. Oh. Oh, dear. Right then, you guys, are you popping up? Nancy. Hey, Nancy. How are you, babe? Right. Let me see. Julie Lucero. Yeah, you're up. Okay. Oh, my whole deck just fell. Julie Lucero. Sagittarius love for Julie Lucero. She's still watching. Okay, 7 of Swords, Julie. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. And the Fool in the reverse. Do you know what this looks like to me? Don't know if this has already happened, but I'm just going to go on my intuition. It looks like a one-night stand that kind of backfired here. Not so much a one-night stand, but maybe someone who was just after sex. The Ace of Wands is my resident boner card, after all. And that 7 of Swords, fuck yeah, it looks a bit sneaky. Maybe someone who just wanted a bit of fun and nothing serious, because I've got like that going on. And then we move to the Ace of Pentacles, which is like, you know, wanting to move towards some sort of commitment, but it's not, the risk ain't being taken. Someone's just not taking this. And it's like, I just feel like someone was being used here. Or is going to be. Maybe it's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Julie. No, Wheel of Fortune's in the reverse. For one, it's a case of bad timing. And I do feel like that Ace of Pentacles in the upright here, because if this was at a different time, it probably would be accepted. But with it being a case of bad timing, someone's not ready for anything committed. All right, they know they're just probably messing around here, and they know it can hurt people and whatnot. But I just feel like they're just getting something out of the system. That's how this feels. Someone's getting something out of the system. Look, King of Swords, you know, if this goes any further, harsh words are going to be spoken. You know what I mean? Julie, is this already happened? Because if not, it's gonna. I've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverses here as well. What's that? The Magician in the reverse. And the Five of Pentacles. It's not going anywhere. Whatever this is, it's either someone you're about to meet or something's already started happening with this person. Let me throw you a couple of cards. Yeah, see, I've got here, giving a relationship a chance and love yourself first. If it's not already happened, then it's definitely incoming. And I've also got, this could be the one. The only problem with this is, I feel like this is how you feel about this. Thinking that this is going to go somewhere. But then we've got the advice, love yourself first. Hence, walking away. So, here's a wink, wink, nudge, nudge for you then, Julie. Oh, you're married? It might not be a relationship then. I just went on relationship because that's sort of what I kind of see in the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Swords. But I'm moving on textbook with that. If it's not a relationship, this is definitely somebody who is taking you for a fool. Somebody who I kind of want to say it's a broken promise. If we look at the Ace of Wands in a different context, fair enough, I might have read it wrong. This moon's got me fucking whacked out at the minute. If we look at the Ace of Wands in like textbook sort of style, yeah, it's the boner card, but it can also be a broken promise. It can be like you're married to an Aries. It could be a broken promise. It can be a false start. So in any other aspect, we have got pentacles here, so it couldn't indicate money. It can indicate somebody, some sort of a big financial promise even, that someone's got no intention of fulfilling. And the message still stands. Just at the point where you actually want to go ahead with this, maybe they're saying you shouldn't take that risk. With the Fool being in the reverse, we've got a case of bad timing. Any other time, this person may, you know, actually have a bit more respect for you if they knew you better, maybe. There's only so many ways I can read this, Julie. It's either finances or love. In terms of a long-term marriage or a marriage in general, if this is to do with your marriage, Julie, and you're all wondering if some sort of finance can't be accounted for and it's bothering you, it can be accounted for, and someone's probably done something with it they probably shouldn't have done. Oh, that sounds awful, doesn't it? I hate delivering these kind of messages. I really, really do, especially for married couples. So much easier to read for singletons. I'm just going to be honest about that. And Nancy, I hear you, but I live in the city, don't I? All right. So, Julie, I don't know which way you want to take this. Okay, thank you. I've been married 29 years. Yes, financial problems. If this is financial problems and you are wondering why something can't be accounted for, so it looks like there's a gap, a bit of a hole. I'm wondering if you thought you were saving something. Ace of Pentacles can indicate savings. And actually, it's been dipped into. That's one way I can look at this. Obviously, the Wheel of Fortune, it's not quite going to pay off the way you want it to because it's not there. The other side to this is, if somebody asks for money and promises you something that can grow, they are saying, if this is yet to happen, don't take that risk, because it's actually going to return jack shit. This could be some sort of an investment. I feel like this, whatever's going on though, something's already happened with a sum of money that can't be accounted for. That's really showing strong here. Now, I'm just going to warn you, I'm seeing crosswords with someone. So, and this does look like sharp, harsh words that cut right to the nerve. And it's used as someone who's not being honest. You know, when you try and call out a liar and they tell an even bigger lie, but they also project with it and make it look like it's your fault as well. Like they have a go at you because they know they fucked up. It's like a projection. If you confront this, expect it, but they're also saying you kind of need to confront it. This just looks awful. And like I say, whatever this was, you thought it was going to work. Whatever this was, you thought it was going to work. And that's the sad part about this. So, Julie, I think my best advice, if you need some advice, is to maybe, I like the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. If you start again, all right, whatever this was financially, if you try and start again, doing whatever it was that the plan was, it'll grow. But this time it's got to be for you and you only. Obviously, I'm unclear of what that means, but you should know what that means. So, right, I'll leave that there then. I'll leave that there, you guys. Oh, yeah, I'm starting to get a bit tired, actually. So, yeah, I'm going to shoot you lovely lot. I need to blow my nose again, actually. But, yeah, don't forget, like I said, about Angelic Reiki Silver and Gold, the name of the channel. If you guys actually go and check her out, she's actually angelic spiritual reader. She's got the first 12 out for the end of January, so you could go check your own out with that, get some angel messages. She's a lovely, lovely, lovely lady. And I will more than likely, yeah, hugs and kisses to Julie. Oh, you're welcome, Julie. But yeah, just keep your wits about you. Keep your wits about you. If you suspect something, dig. You know what I mean? Right. Oh, cheers, Tonks. Yeah, if you guys can just, go check out the videos and obviously subscribe. Lovely lady. She's really talented, really talented. Right, then I'm going to shoot you guys because I've got to go blow my nose and I need a wee as well. Like I'm busting. I've been busting for the last 5 minutes. I'm off. Sorry, Kiki, I'm finished for today. No problem, Sophie. Yeah, I'll be all right. You got a cold as well. It's doing my fucking head in, you guys. I've had it for weeks. Right, I'm off, you lot. I shall catch you for the next Monday Funday next week, and I'll be around after the 25th to do some end of January weeklies. That's what I'm trying to say. So I mean, you guys, I need to fucking go meditate the shit out of this. Right, I'll see you a lot later. Bye.